everyone, welcome back to another video. This is another pregnancy update video. Haven't done one of these in a while, so this will be from weeks 18 to 23. I'm currently 23 weeks today, so yeah, it'll be the last sort of month and a bit. And yeah, let's get into my symptoms for the last month or so. Okay, starting off with, I feel like my nausea in the last update, I'm pretty sure I said like it had settled, but it's kind of been on and off now again, and which is weird because I feel like it's such a weird time for it to like flare up again. But anyway, I've been quite nauseous on and off. There was a few nights where I just like didn't want to eat, and like I just like the thought of cooking dinner made me want to vomit. Yeah, and again had my head in the toilet a couple of times. I haven't vomited, but yeah, it's just that like nauseous feeling, and like even if you don't vomit, it's still bloody awful to be like that nauseous, especially when you've got like a little one to run around after. So like there was a few times where I was just like, I just want to sit on the couch, just like put a show on for Lincoln, and I'm like, just give me like 20 minutes to just like be. So yeah, that's been a bit annoying. I was also feeling, I mean it was at night, but I was feeling it mostly in the morning, and I don't know if it's to do with my prenatals. So I've stopped taking my tablets in the morning, and I'm actually taking them at night now, and I think that has helped a little bit. The next one is sore boobs and sensitive nipples. So I actually did have this one in the previous update, I just forgot to mention it. So yeah, my boobs have been quite sore this time. Last pregnancy with Lincoln, I didn't really have sore boobs at all. I feel like they didn't even really like get big or anything until after I gave birth. I don't know. But yeah, they've been quite, just feeling really heavy and sore, and I'm like, I just like anyone that comes near them, I'm like, no, just no. So yeah, that's definitely been a symptom. So that brings us to around about week 20, which is when I finally got COVID. I don't know if I can say that on here. Okay, I got the spicy flu. So yeah, I have actually avoided it. It's like, I mean, it's been around for like what, 3 years now, and I've never got it. And then yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I was feeling I felt like I had a cold. Honestly, I didn't know I had it. I was like, I've got a cold, because every time I've had cold symptoms, I've taken a test and it's been negative. So I'm like, oh, it's just like another cold or whatever. And then spoke to my doctor. My doctor was like, have you taken a test? Because I've had a lot of patients like calling in saying that they have it and they've never had it before. This was just like right after cut weekend. And I was like, no, I haven't, but I've got one there, I'll take it. And literally I took it, and before it had even finished developing, that like control test line, sorry, was like just solid, like seriously like positive. And I was like, oh, I've got it. So yeah, and then Ryan had it, Linky got it, but Linky was totally fine. Like honestly, it's the best sickness he's ever had. He just had like a snotty nose, but he was fine. Like I said, it was more like just like a really bad cold for me, constant headache, and I was just really, really tired and fatigued. So I'm still quite fatigued, and I know that there's like a lot of people get like the after effects of it, and like it kind of lingers around for a little bit. So I don't know if it's that or if it's pregnancy related, but yeah, I've been a little bit more fatigued lately. Also, touching on fatigue, my sleep has just like turned a corner. I don't know what's happened. I never had any issues in my previous pregnancy sleeping. I know a lot of people get insomnia when they're pregnant and have trouble sleeping. I didn't have those issues. Even at the end, I know people like, I struggle to get comfortable. I was fine, like I didn't have any issues. Just the last like 2 weeks, I've just like been waking up, I think like 4 to 5 times a night. Maybe 3 of those times I'll go to the toilet. Other times I'm just waking, and like the other night I woke up it was like 3 times in 4 hours, and I was like, oh my god. When you like wake up and you check the time and you're like, I literally was up an hour ago, like I've barely slept. It's like when you're breastfeeding when your child in the early days, when like they cry and they like, you wake up to breastfeed them and you check your phone and you're like, oh, I've been asleep for like an hour and a half. Yeah, that's what it's been like. Yeah, I don't know, again, like it might just be because I need to pee, but then there's been other times where I've just woken up. So yeah, that's the annoying thing. I'm definitely, my bladder is just like the size of a pea. So I feel like this is going to be a symptom that I'm just going to have to push through. But yeah, in saying that, I feel like that has made me more tired. Like I am waking up more tired because I'm not getting that good long stretch of sleep. So yeah. The last sort of one is that I've been feeling a lot more movement, which is exciting. So this time around I have an anterior placenta. So it means like my placenta is at the front, which I feel like I felt the first movement, like proper movement, at around like 18 to 19 weeks, which is still like kind of like it's a normal sort of time frame. But they were very, very faint. Like I had to focus on them to kind of feel them. Last night I actually had like my first like thud kick. I was on the couch and it was like on the side of my belly. Usually they're really, really low. And I had my hand there and I actually could feel the movement from the outside, which is, I haven't been able to do that yet. And also, oh yeah, also Ryan felt them the other night when they were down lower. I got him to like try and feel them and he could feel the movement. So yeah, they're definitely getting stronger. Baby's obviously getting bigger. So that's exciting. It can be a bit worrying. Like I just feel like Lincoln was a really active baby in the womb and he would like kick all day, which is obviously really reassuring if you've got an active baby. So yeah, I hope that I keep feeling the strong movements, because it's just, yeah, it's just nice, it's reassuring. And yeah, that's about it for my symptoms. I will just touch on my 20-week scan. So I had my 20-week scan about a week and a half ago. I had it a bit later. I wanted to book it in later because after 20 weeks you get like the percentiles. Is that right? Yeah, percentiles. They give you like what your baby is. So, and like last time they were measuring really big, so I was like, oh, I want to see the percentiles this time. Anyway, scan went all good. Baby's looking good, healthy. They're only sitting in like the 50, I think it's just over 50%. So actually just measuring like just a couple of days ahead now instead of like a week ahead, which I mean, I'm happy with. I'm not, if I can, you know, if I don't have another 9-pound baby, it's going to make me feel a little bit better. I mean, I won't know until I give birth, but yeah. Also in the scan, it came up that my placenta is slightly covering my cervix, so just a little bit. They're not too concerned. The midwives were like, it should move by 30 weeks. But basically in the meantime, I have to be a bit careful, I guess. No sexual intercourse, no strenuous exercise, obviously no heavy lifting. So I've had to modify my duties at work because I do lift, like I can lift up to like 20 kilos. So yeah, it's funny because they've literally given me a 2-kilo lifting limit at work, but Lincoln weighs like over 11 kilos, right? And he's not walking. So I obviously am still lifting him, but what can you do? Anyway, obviously don't overdo it. Try not to, you know, lift other stuff when possible. Basically just because they're worried about like any bleeding. They want me to watch out for bleeding or spotting because it could be the placenta. But yeah, I'm trying not to stress about it. Like they said, like it's literally just slightly covering. So yeah, I'm doing a repeat scan at 32 weeks. And then yeah, they'll be able to see, hopefully it should have moved by then. And if not, they'll plan for a C-section, but she said I will get more scans after that to check if it has moved later on. So yeah, that's basically it. I can't believe how quick this is going, and like we're a month away from Christmas. And I just feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be like in the 3rd trimester at Christmas, and that's just crazy. So yeah. I will show you a little bump shot. I feel like I'm definitely like pregnant now. Like you can definitely tell. I mean, if still, I feel like I wear baggy clothes all the time just because they're comfortable. But when I'm wearing like a tight skirt or a dress, or like what I'm wearing today, you can definitely tell I'm pregnant. So yeah, I'll show you my bum.
I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull.
That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.